Just one final question. We were talking about gas prices and energy costs and so on. Obviously, a bit of a different story in the province of Alberta. Are you getting a sense that things are bouncing back there a little bit?
Well, I think they are, and they tend to be broadening out. It's really interesting. As you know, I'm a major shareholder of the Canadian Securities Exchange, which is smaller entrepreneurial companies. And I spent some time in Alberta talking to folks, investors out there. There's a real entrepreneurial spirit in Alberta. People will invest in private things, they'll create enterprise. So it isn't just energy in Alberta, although that's chronically important, it's critically important. And these companies are doing really, really well, paying out tons of money. I've made a monster pass on behalf of our clients, owning a fair amount of the oils once the government decided they were going to destroy them. But the economy is broadening out. It isn't just energy in Alberta.
Gotcha.
It's broadening out. And they do have this investor class, if you will, of higher net worth individuals that are prepared to invest in new enterprises. And they're far more entrepreneurial than, say, Montreal or Ontario or Quebec. So I think there's an improvement there. I mean, listen, you and I could buy an office building a year or so ago under our credit cards. You know, it was that bad.
No, and definitely you're seeing more sort of retail and commercial real estate activity in Calgary. We haven't seen probably for at least 7 or 8 years. So interesting there.
They were devastated in price. And so confidence is the key.
Yeah.
There seems to be confidence coming back there. That's the critical thing.
So let's talk about housing prices generally. There was a report that they seem to be cooling off in Toronto a little bit. Is this a lull or a trend, or what do you see happening there?
Real estate tends to go in long cycles. You could have bought a house in Forest Hill and Warren Road for $250,000 in 1929. That was about the price level. They didn't get back to that price level till around the mid 60s. You know, you had the Depression, the war, et cetera. So they go in long cycles. Toronto is unique in that it's an immigrant city. People come from all over. And the beauty of coming here, wherever you come from, you will find a community that of like your same nationals. So you can be at home coming to Toronto, whether you're from Somalia or Upper Volta or wherever. There's communities in Toronto. So we are an immigrant. There's a lot of money coming in. There is a lot of speculation in the condo market, because there are many people that own 2 and 3 condos and renting them out. That could cool out a little bit. The housing market, it's getting, I lived on Windermere Avenue. My mother sold the house when I left it for McGill at 15 grand in the 60s. I saw it traded at 1.5 million. You know, wow. I couldn't afford it. I mean, it's wonderful, but the side hall, mutual drive, no great shakes of a house. So I think it's cooling out a little bit. People are still offering houses at very high prices, kind of hoping somebody will come by, but they're not moving as quick as they were. So we're seeing the nascent signs of at least a cooling out or stabilization for a while.
And does this mean that we have solved the not just the affordability issue, but the availability issue, that's the supply issue for housing?
Well, the affordability will solve itself by markets. Eventually, old guys like me will sell our houses, and either young guys can either buy, gals can buy them or not.
Right.
Availability is another problem. Availability is very clearly a government issue. We have regulated every area of our economy to such an extent. It's tremendous money, tremendous time to bring something online. And we have a lot of anomalies. You know, you buy government housing in downtown Toronto, you know, to help people. I have people in our staff who live in Richmond Hill because they can't afford to live in Toronto.
Right.
And so there's something juxtaposition wrong with this. So availability is a government-inspired problem. That is, can you bring on more supply? Easier, cheaper, and easier. And governments have got to ease up on what they're grabbing on the way through in time and treasure. Affordability, that's a market question. And I think the market question is at least solving itself a little bit. It's just the nascent of it. I can't build a big 3. Maybe next month when we talk, we can say, aha, you see, I was right. That's why I'm saying nothing now, because I'll be able to say I'm right when I come back.